screen actors. This video is all about subtext, what it is, and how you can play it to make your performances riveting. Master this skill because it separates the pros from the amateurs. I'm Louis DeBianco and this is my channel, Screen Acting Success. This is where you come every Friday for more tips, techniques, and secrets to help you become a compelling, working screen actor in demand. If this is your first time here, definitely click subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Stick around to the end because I'm going to be giving away some free training that you are not going to want to miss. Subtext. What is it? As the name implies, it is text beneath the spoken text in a script. It can also be text in between the lines of spoken text. In those moments when you take a pause, when you are saying something with a look, not with words. Very simple example of subtext in everyday life. We often have it because we often don't really say exactly what we're feeling. Let's say you run into somebody you work with. Hey, maybe that person's in a position of power in your company and you really can't stand this person. But you run into them and you smile and you say, hey, hello, it's really good to see you. And are you having a good day? That is your written text. Your subtext could be, I wish I hadn't bumped into you today. I was having a great day until I saw your face. You felt stuff like that. Don't lie. Or how about this? You have just broken up, let's say a month ago, with someone you really are still crazy about, and you think about this person every day. Suddenly, you're out just on a walk and you bump into the person and he or she is with another partner. You stop, you see each other, you smile, and you say, hey, great running into you. You look great. How are you? Oh, I'm fine, the person says. And how are you? Oh, never been better. And blah, 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 and then you separate. What's really going on? Moment of shock, which you won't reveal. But in a written scene, on camera, that moment of shock can be captured. It's something that the other person just won't see, but the audience will. But here we are in real life, and your subtext could be, oh my God, my heart is racing right now. Is this really happening? And why do you have to be here with another person? This is going to haunt me and I may not fall asleep tonight. All of that could be underneath those simple, polite, socially acceptable words that you spoke. All right, now we're going to see what subtext looks like when professionals are playing it on the big screen. We're going to take a look at a scene from a film written and directed by Quentin Tarantino called Inglourious Bastards. In this scene, you're going to see a lot of good acting. All the actors are great. But we're going to be focusing on Christoph Waltz, who happened to win an Academy Award for his performance in this film. He's playing the Nazi commandant, member of the SS. And I won't say much more about it until after we've watched the scene. Then we'll not only discuss how he made the scene so strong, but how you can apply those techniques to your work. Here we go.
Est-ce la propriété de Perrier-Lapadite?
Je suis Perrier-Lapadite.
C'est un plaisir de vous rencontrer, monsieur Lapadite. Je suis le colonel SS Hans Landa.
Que puis-je faire pour vous?
J'espérais que vous m'inviteriez à entrer chez vous afin que nous puissions avoir une discussion.
Certainement. Après vous. Colonel Landa, voici ma famille.
Colonel SS Hans Landa, mademoiselle, à votre service. Les rumeurs qui circulent dans le village au sujet de votre famille sont tout à fait fondées. Monsieur Lapadite, vos filles sont toutes plus jolies les unes que les autres.
Merci. Je vous en prie. Asseyez-vous. Suzanne, tu veux bien aller chercher du vin pour le colonel?
Ah, mais non, merci beaucoup, monsieur Lapadite, pas de vin. Puisque nous sommes sur une exploitation laitière, je suppose sans risque de me tromper que vous avez du lait?
Oui.
Alors, je préfère du lait.
Très bien.
Tu veux bien aller fermer la fenêtre, s'il te plaît?
Merci. Monsieur, à votre famille et à vos vaches, je dis bravo.
Did you feel the tension mounting as the scene developed? I felt it in my body. Let's put it into a context. This is what's going on in the scene. The SS officer knows that this man, the farmer, is hiding Jews somewhere on his property, probably somewhere in his house. And the entire scene is an interrogation to get the man to reveal where those people are hiding so that the Nazi can kill them. Pretty gruesome stuff. As a matter of fact, if you see the movie and you see how the scene ends, wow, it'll definitely wake you up if you're tired. That's what's going on in the scene. Now let's look at what Christoph Waltz does to make all of this work. First of all, the first thing that he does and what you must do is discover what is your intention in the scene. His intention is to get this man to reveal the truth, to find the people hiding and to eliminate them. He has to start there because when he knows that, then he understands what his unspoken dialogue is. Then he takes the spoken dialogue, step 2, and he decides how he's going to use it. In other words, his lines become tactics to achieve his goal. His goal, and which is an interaction, is not what his words are saying. The tension between the two creates incredible conflict in a scene and tension which grips the audience. So he's learned his intention, it's given him what his subtext is, and when you know the unspoken words, you will also begin to get the proper emotions that are beneath those words. And then he picks actions that he's going to perform, simple actions that he commits to 100% that will reveal his subtext every once in a while. For instance, He may be saying all these charming things, but then he will look directly at one of the daughters and at the farmer. And his direct look is a very serious one. No smile at all. There's a smile in the words, but then he'll do something like this. That contradiction between that action and the charming words reveals the subtext and gives us that sense of mounting tension and danger. One really powerful, simple action that Christoph Waltz chose in this scene is the way he drinks the milk. Did you ever imagine that a simple action like drinking milk could have so much incredible tension in it? I mean, in real life, you take a glass, you don't even think about it, you drink the milk, you might do it fairly quickly and you put it down. He takes the glass. And then when he puts it down, there's a brief pause before he speaks. And he goes back to the charm. He compliments the farmer and his family and his cows. Ooh, absolutely chilling. He also takes his time with pauses. Those pauses are so full of incredible danger. Do you allow yourself the freedom to take pauses when you're doing a scene? A lot of actors are afraid of silence. If you are, take note of it and change it immediately. Don't be afraid of the silence. The silence says a lot. So it's all of those things that this man is doing that is delivering his subtext. And the other actors are also doing similar things. The daughters, for instance, especially the one who's communicating with her dad just through simple looks. This takes us to another important technique, which I discussed in my previous video. You'll see a link to that above, and there'll also be a link to it in the description of this video below. You've got to know your shots. This actor, Christoph Waltz, and the others in the scene appreciate and understand what the camera's doing, what kind of work it's doing to tell their story and to reveal their subtext, so that they don't have to overdo it or work too hard. If you understand that there will be coverage that's going to move in on you in a tight close-up, and that in that moment you look at another person, have your intention, know what your unspoken text is, and just look, so you don't have to act. An inexperienced actor, or actress in this case, might be trying to telegraph, oh, something really bad's going to happen, and when they get that tight close-up, they overdo it with something like, no need for that. Calm exterior, just a focused look at the other person says it all. Look at how the French actor Denis is playing very quietly, understated, and we see what he's really feeling by his incredible calm and the way he looks back and forth at the different people in the scene. All of these techniques will take your work to a whole other level. Watch the scene again and again, and then I want you to do this exercise. Take a scene that you've either auditioned for or that you really like from a screenplay, or definitely not something from a play, because often the dialogue in a play, there's too much of it. You want it to be sparse, the way it would be for the camera. And look at your lines, decide what your intention is, and then write down underneath each line what your unspoken text is. That's going to take you to the heart of your intention. And it will also begin to take you to real emotions that you're feeling in the scene. And then put it on camera. Play it back. Do it a few times and start to see the results. When you find that unspoken text, you're going to be so much freer on camera. You're not going to be worrying so much about what happens if I forget a line. If you know why you're in the scene, and you know why you're there moment to moment, you've made definite choices, then trust that being present, looking, and simply reacting is going to deliver a really strong performance. Here's a quick summary of the 5 steps to help you master subtext in your acting. Number 1, you read your scene and discover your intention. Number 2, you use that intention to uncover the unspoken text and write those lines down in your script beneath the written lines. Number 3, make strong choices for simple actions that you can play to reveal your subtext. Number 4, look through the scene again and find moments when you can use pauses and silences to help reveal your subtext. And number 5, look at the scene with a director's eyes. What shots might the director use to cover you in the scene? And then think about how you can make the camera in that coverage one of your silent partners in the scene so that you don't have to push. You can allow the camera to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. I've created a simple acronym for you, a short sentence to help you remember the steps in order. The sentence is, I shoot at super simplicity. The first letter of each word is a trigger for you. I for intention. S for subtext. A for action. S for silence. And S for shots. I shoot at super simplicity in my work. If you've gotten value from this, then definitely leave a comment in the comment section below. It'll help other people to get inspired, and it will encourage YouTube to show it to more people. I promised you that, oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and give the video a thumbs up. I promised you some free training. On the screen you see a copy of the ebook cover. The ebook that I wrote, which is a complete guide to self-taping. Download this 21-page guide. It has everything from acting tips to instructions for how to light yourself properly, and definitely how to get the best possible sound. I also give you a list of recommended gear to help you get the most professional self-tapes, and I also let you have a complete diagram of my studio setup if you want to duplicate it for yourself. You'll find a link to the ebook below. Click it, download it, and then apply everything in it to give you an edge over everyone else who auditions for the roles that you are determined to book. You're also going to find a link below to my latest online course, Self-Taping Mastery. That course, an online course, takes a deeper dive into self-taping. Plus, I'm there in every module, holding you by the hand, taking you step by step. And it gives you the opportunity to reach out to me with questions that I will definitely answer for you. You want to click the link to check out what I'm offering in this course. because besides the course on self-taping, I'm giving away some bonuses, and one of them is a separate course on live auditions. That course sells for $199 separately. When you choose to get self-taping mastery, you're going to get the live audition course as a gift. So check out what I'm giving you. If you decide it's not for you, then definitely download the ebook and apply what you learn there. And if the course is for you, I will get the pleasure and the opportunity to get to know you better and to be your personal guide toward greater success. I always like to end my videos with this reminder about on-screen acting, and actually it's the theme of this entire video, that the dialogue is secondary in importance to the inner life beneath your words. So whenever you have a script in your hand, especially when you're auditioning, the first thing you want to do is feel it. Then you say it. And if you feel it and say it, you will mean it. If you feel it, say it, and mean it, chances are you'll book it. Go out, create a stellar on-screen career for yourself, and let me know about it so I can celebrate with you and share it with the world.